At the end of a season, I enjoy putting all my competitive decks into one single binder, just so I have something to look upon and then reflect on the previous season, so I can look toward the future of the next season. Today, I'm actually going to show you that said binder. I got a brand new binder just specifically this video. I used to have a big 4x4 binder full of like DLR rares and cool stuff like that. I used to put them all in, but we'll get to that later. But I figured I might as well show you guys what I've been playing this past few months, get a little bit of reflection and a little bit of nostalgia. So let's get right into it. First off is the Thunder Dragons. This is probably the deck that you guys have seen the most in terms of my competitive play. This is the deck I've been playing pure for, goodness, probably since the actual set's release. A little while after that, because I managed to pull a Colossus, and then I bit the bullet and bought the second one, and then got a third Colossus later. So yeah. The rest of the main deck, I got some other extra deck stuff over here. Unicorn, Borlo. This was mainly for the mirror because we had that a lot of my locals. Valor was the best hand trap in my opinion at the time because it dealt with Kugari. That was back at 3. So yeah. Some of the cards in here were actually cannibalized to put into other decks, except this token, of course. Card destruction I actually played a lot this format, or I played a lot in this deck this format because I figured it was really good because if you open Thunder Dragon, you can ditch it for 2 copies of it, and then you have all of them in the grave for card destruction, and you can protect your Thunder Dragons more. I did only play 2 Ash because at the locals we were playing, we weren't seeing a lot of Striker, and whenever we did, it was just never super amazing because Ashing Engage when they have multi-roll is obviously not viable. Though I did decide to play Twin Twisters near the end of the format because this deck hard loses to Mystic Mine. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't be playing this. I would probably be playing MST over this just because it's a free discard and I can use it anytime versus this. Is only really busted against Striker and Ultrageist, which was 2 of the decks we didn't really have much. Instant Fusion, still probably one of my favorite spells, just because, like, Thousand Eyes or Kaminari is just really good. This is Mech Knights. This is the deck that was most successful. It got me my first invite after my hiatus, which in hindsight isn't really that impressive, but it was a big deal for me, so I keep it in here just because it's just a really fun deck, and I always come back to this deck just because it can do some ridiculous stuff. Like I've made this deck with Dangers where it can do Saryuja plays, and if you splash in Thunder Dragons, you can do something similar with Saryuja where you discard discard to search 2 Thunder Dragons, or discard to get 1 Thunder Dragon and then another one. So you have light targets, and you can use the Saryuja to special summon Thunder Dragon, then make Colossus, and you have Colossus, Alistair in hand, and a Macabre on the field, which is pretty silly. Here's the rest of the Invoke Mech Knight stuff. I did play a Mystic Mine near the end of it because I thought that it's really not bad just as a one-of. So I tested Salad for a while. I wasn't super impressed because the deck was kind of stale in a way because, in my opinion, it got better over time because Striker kind of fell off with Kokari going to 1, even though in my opinion it's probably still the best deck. That's just my opinion though. Here's the rest of the Salad core. I need to get Foxies again because I might try this deck again next format after the ban list, depending on how hit these guys get. I do tend to favor decks that have been hit versus that have not been touched at all. With Thunder Dragons, with Thunder Dragons, the deck never really got touched, so I kind of just kept with it for a while, and then after a while, after the deck pure build got hit with Brilliant Fusion getting hit, I picked it up again. So still need to get our mining too. Because I'm going to be playing Zonkis after they get released in October. So I need to get a place of this profile coming up. Cosmo, favorite deck of all time. Like, this deck is almost completely rarity maxed. The only thing I need to get in higher rarity is an Ulti Grand Pulse, a Ghost Felgrand. I have one of these I have this in German, which is sitting back behind me somewhere. This one's Italian. I think this one's Spanish. I still need to get. I had an eye on a playset of German tin cans, but I never got a chance to pick them up. I got my Dark Destroyers in multiple languages. This one's the English one. I always come back to just one copy of the English one, just because it's really pretty and it's got a different color than the Europrint ones. I believe this is the Italian one. This is the Portuguese one, which is probably one of my favorite cards of all time. Because, like, just look at that, man. That Secret Rare First Ed, really good. Or excuse, yeah, First Ed. I have an Eclipser in German back in one of my other binders somewhere. Uh, I got my first ulti teleport. I have another one hidden away somewhere, and I'm going to be playing this deck with Kyle, actually. We're going to do a full power Cosmo versus full power Spiral match, just because he bet me that full power Spiral is better than full power Cosmo. I argued otherwise because Kaiser Coliseum was a card, so we will get to that eventually. I got these all in Super. I need to get these in Ulti, I'm aware, because like my boy Kyle's going to hook me up. I got my LOB Regeki. It's not Retro Pack, or Ulti, but I really like the LOB Super. These are all German. More Cosmo. These are both Spanish. Something I want to try in between seasons is DBZ. I actually have a build of Blue Bardock back there somewhere. These are just some of the cards I picked up over time. I've played in a few events. I'm still learning in the game, so hopefully down the road I will be able to show you guys that. Just some extra staples, Drolls, Valor. The Mystic Mine I was running in Striker for a period. Just place at MSTs in case everyone want to play this over Twister. Summon limit was for the Side and Thunder because if you sit on 3 Colossus plus this, Striker can't play. My extra reboot. Danger Man or Mothman is definitely my favorite danger just because like it's actually really fun to like resolve both players getting a draw. It's kind of fun. This is my DLR Red Thunder End. I wish I had more of these to show you. I used to have a whole 4x4 binder. A lot of you guys can actually back me up on this, but I used to have one of my favorite cards of all time was the French Canadian light blue blue eyes I had in my binder. I have not seen that in a while because the binder actually got stolen a few months back, so that was fun. BA, you guys saw this fairly recently. Well, recently as in 3 weeks ago when I actually recorded a video last. Sorry guys, there was finals. Anyway, BA, this has been cannibalized for Orcus. I had a buddy of mine was playing Orcus, so he needed these and the Link Monster, which I no longer have so rest of the BA stuff. Need to get these in ulti, like I said. This is the starter deck. I actually played in regionals a lot. We came for Winamats. After I got my invite, I decided, screw it, I'm not going to be getting better than that most likely. So I just decided, hey, let's play some side events, win a few mats. I actually managed to win one. The first one I ever went to was the I think it was Salem Regionals. I got the Blue Eyes mat. The mat that came with the set that had all the Blue Eyes stuff, like Blue Eyes. What's the one? The new Ritual Monster, and then yeah. This is probably one of my favorite starter decks just to play because like starter deck tournaments are so much fun. Is like Leotron being a vanilla 2K wall or 2K beater is actually relevant. And you actually use Signet Universe to return things like Cyber Dragon and Raikou just to get more value off them later. And this is the deck I was playing near the end of the format. I enjoyed Striker a lot. Like I said though, I usually play decks that get hit and then I feel better about playing them because it a little bit more of a challenge. You don't get to play them at full power. Like one Kugari is actually really fun to work around because, especially in the mirror, because whoever uses their Kugari first usually dies because Shark Cannon can take the Kugari and use Kugari's effect to add back Shark Cannon, so you can link it away and then use another Shark Cannon to add back another Kugari later in the match. So it's actually really fun. I actually started playing Impermanence in here. I finally got those. I believe you guys saw those in my previous list. Yeah, this is basically how I've been playing it recently. I cut mine because it just wasn't fun. I decided to play with 3 Pot of Desires because, you know, it's a +1. It's super good. This is the side deck I've been playing for the entire event, or for a few months now. It does feel bad to play 2 of this, but Super Poly's only at 2 and I only had 2 extra slots because I don't actually own a 3rd Ghost Ogre. I don't know where it went, but I know I have one somewhere. And I actually decided to play Unending Nightmare over Twin Twister this format for a similar reason as a Thunder Dragon. Because Striker can't really afford the discard, and this can actually deal with... If you resolve this, you're almost guaranteed to deal with all copies of Mystic Mine. The only thing this is really bad against is Draco, but it's now to Imperial Order, so you still probably side it in. So yeah. Ignore this. This is the DBZ deck I've been playing. Here's probably my favorite page in the binders. Is these tokens I've been picking up for a while. There's actually a story behind most of these. For example, these 2, I got these got these signed at the Wilsonville Regionals this year by Jobber himself. So this is the Japanese Farm Girl Secret Rare I got for my birthday a while ago from a friend of mine. This is a blank card I actually got back in, what was the set that had Crystal Wing. I pulled this instead of a foil, instead of one of my Secret Rares actually. But the other Secret Rare was Crystal Wing, so it's still a value box. But I got this. I've been holding on to it ever since. It's just a really cool thing, and I got it signed by Jobber. And I'm hopefully gonna, when I go to the YCS, I'm gonna hope if I can find more big names. Like maybe I think Manav might be there from what I've heard. Maybe some other YouTubers would be cool, like Team APS. Sam would be awesome if I could get them to go there, or if I could come across them there, because who knows? This is my first actual good misprint. It's just a blank card with the Eye of Anubis. I don't know what set this came out in, but I got it for really cheap because it's hella beat up. So this is really cool. I'm gonna get this signed as well, just so I have the set. Beast of Talwar and Dark Magician Arcana is two of my favorite cards. I really like the artwork on this. That's really the only reason. That, and it's the old school format for how these were made, where you have the box on the side and the flavor text underneath. So, and then Beast of Talwar was actually one of my first foils I ever pulled. Not the first card I ever pulled, because that goes to Kaiser Dragon back in the McDonald's pack. But yeah. So guys, that is actually it for the binder. This is actually really fun to go through. I really enjoy putting away stuff just to look at them until the next format. I don't know when you guys will be seeing another Yu-Gi-Oh video for now. I'm waiting until probably July until I can actually get a decent few deck lists going, because I want to wait for the format to evolve a little. Get into the wait until the ban list comes out. As of right now, it's difficult for me to get lists. Or just other content made, because I don't have any way to edit videos that are super consistent. So like the 100 sub special was actually a rare thing where I could get access to the my college's computer editing software, Adobe Premiere. I don't actually have the ability to purchase that at the moment because I'm a poor college student living in Oregon. But yeah, anyway, that is it for the binder. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Bye.